As a gamer, I've been into many RPGs in particular, and it ranges heavily from Ys to Langrissa, to Ogre Battle, to Zelda, to Phantasy Star, Shining Force, and the list goes on. But when it comes to mobile phones, the transition from console was actually quite huge at the beginning. However, games such as Fire Emblem on the mobile system, they really helped me to see mobiles in a new light. Beautiful games such as Guardian Tales and even Another Eden, they've really helped to show how far and how beautiful mobile games have gone. And it's with this that I want to start talking about a new game called Eternal Saga. And I've been playing it for a while. There is always something special about playing a new game, that feeling of downloading it and just trying it out, not knowing what is going to happen. In general, most of the time what happens is we get bored in the first 30 minutes. Even if we get into something, we probably dump it after a few days. Now, honestly, when this game first came out, I didn't like the look of it when I was looking at it in the iOS store. When I first saw the game for pre-ordering and just saw the example of humans versus orcs versus this, the first thing that came up in my mind was that this game is boring. This idea has been done before, this Warhammer idea, I don't know, Plants versus Zombies. I had all these ideas coming up in my mind of why I did not want to play this game. So I didn't. I just left it until a week later when I actually clicked on it because it came up so many times, and I looked. And when I looked at the picture, I thought, okay, it's a top-down RPG. I had no idea from the video. I had no idea that it was this type of game. And when I looked at it, I looked deeply and I saw there's actually not just like 4 or 5 people against the others. There's a lot more. And I was looking, and also there was something that looked like it gave depth to the game, which you don't really find with many mobile games these days. So I became quite intrigued to find out more, and also I looked deep into it and I found actually not all the heroes look the same. There seems to be some differences. And I was thinking, wow, could it really be an actual deep RPG on the phone? And how deep would it be? If it's too deep, I'm not going to play it. If it's too superficial, I'm also not going to play it. So I wanted to know what exactly this was. And if I just have to follow one map, I just thought, I'm just going to dump it straight away, most likely. And that's where we begin the review of Eternal Saga, the game that is actually more amazing than meets the eye. First of all, let's talk about why Eternal Saga is great. Let's talk about why you need to download it and why you need to start playing it. And first of all, it's the sense of achievement. The sense of achievement you get is not just like the gacha achievement. There is an achievement through the playability, through playing. There is an achievement through every time you lose, you can kind of feel a sense of achievement, because once you lose and you start micromanaging and changing little things, you can sometimes find some other improvement in another area, whether the area is in the normal game, whether the area is in arena, whether it's the world boss. There are so many different types of things for you to do that you are always achieving in some way. And that is very, very special these days, because normally if you don't achieve, you think, okay, I'm just going to buy a new hero, I'm going to upgrade this, I'm going to put all my money into this, I'm going to spend some money. That's not necessarily the way you need to play this game. This game actually has so many heroes to choose from. Actually, there are 40 at the current time, with more to come. Now, this is so much better than just starting with a small amount of heroes and then them having like new ones being added once you've, like, you know, after you've done your re-rolls, after you've put some cash into it, you know. So I think this is an excellent point to explain. And also the heroes are drawn really well, and not to mention there are such a variety of soldiers as well. And don't take my word for it, take a look yourself. You will be surprised at the number of soldier types there are in this game, and you'll be surprised at how unique they are as well. So that makes this game very special again. And the next point I want to talk about, if you look to the bottom left, would be the faction skill. Each hero belongs to a faction. So this hero we're looking at is called the Jacan faction. Vikal belongs to that faction, and if you use their faction skill, if you put them as the leader of your team, they will connect their faction to the same team, like in Langrissa M, and there will be a certain buff. It's interesting. I like this style. It makes you think a bit, and I certainly I think this is another great point, because it's not basic and plain. It's a tiny bit deep, but not too deep that you find yourself lost. Next, I want to talk about shoes. In order to play a level like this one, you need to use shoes, and it costs 4 shoes per quest. I like this because the shoe amount does not increase as you go to the hard levels, difficult levels, or further on. I think this is very fair, and I think that's nice. Also, 1 shoe will replenish every 5 minutes, and you get shoes 120 at lunchtime, 120 at dinner time, and every update every week you get another 300 shoes. And also, if you watch the adverts, you're going to get another 300 shoes. So there's enough shoes to keep playing. I like that. Very good, well done. Now, this game doesn't just have one shop. It doesn't just have one shop where you go and buy things from. This game has many shops. No, don't get me wrong. It's not shops where you actually need to spend your money on. We have arena shops where you win arena tokens, not just currency. You get arena tokens that you can use to buy things in the shop. We have a guild in the game, and you can use things to buy from the guild by just joining and participating in the guild. We have many other types, and I think this is great, having all these different shops, because you can just literally get things for free and use them in the shop. Very nice. Now, I want to say that actually the amount of heroes is so interesting that it leaves you with enough depth to have many types of combo choices. So you can always find a way to win. Also, I want to go into the pulling system, the gacha system. The gacha system is interesting. I'm quite impressed that it requires just 500 gems for a 10 pull. I would expect 1,000 gems, and in order to get 500 gems, I would say it's not too hard. And you get 2 free chances to pull units every day, which is great. Not just that, there's an interesting system here in the game. As you can see, there's a way to rate up the hero to have a higher chance, 80% chance of getting the hero you want. And I think that's great. I mean, you're not doing something so random to get these 40 units. When they come up, you can just click on them and then you can try and pull for them. But even more important is that where my face is in the bottom left, actually I'm covering a pity break. So even if you did 50 pulls, you will definitely be given a hero. Now, even more interesting I'm going to say is that in this game, pulling is quite interesting, because even if you don't get a hero, actually the soldiers, like the rubbish units for some games, the trash units, are actually not trash in this game. They're not only important to use for many of them, but they're also really important to withdraw into medals. And these medals are so important for you as you go through the game. The soldiers are really important. You have no idea. So I'm really impressed that they didn't just make a game where the heroes are important, but the soldiers are too. whether you want to use them or whether you want to sell them and swap them for medals, this importance is huge. So you're not really wasting gems in many respects. And again, I like that. Next point I want to make. The next point I want to make is that re-rolling in this game is so damn easy as long as you don't link your account, and you've got loads of coupons that you can use to get nearly 7,000 gems, and that is great for a re-roll, and it's very quick to re-roll as well. You can manage it in about under 15 minutes. That is great, especially if you're free to play. Now, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. There is so much to do in this game. World raids, caves, temples, bosses, Infinite War, Clash, the ordeals, the academy. You can put them in the ground. You can go to 4 different types of arenas. This game has everything you need, as well as guilds and guild sieges. This game is full of things to do, so you can never be bored in this game. Even when you're bored of hero mode, you can change it to soldier mode. Even when you're bored of normal mode, you can change it to hard mode. Everything is there, and I like that as well. It has depth, which again is lacking from many games these days. A lot of games you just go somewhere and you just stop and you can't keep going further. In this game you're always going further no matter what you do. Now, as you continue farming in this game, you have the opportunity to get free heroes. Yes, you can get free heroes in the story. Not every hero, but some. Excellent, I must say. And not only this, with regard to the quests, with regard to the missions like this, I need to say something very important that maybe you will notice or care about, or maybe you won't. But for me, I care about it. You can speed up the farming. So instead of doing the farming at normal speed, you can actually change the speed up to 3 times. Now, this, I must say, is really, really, really important. I've played games like Dragon Quest Tactics, and you had to pay money to increase the speed to a certain level. Now, this game doesn't charge you to increase the speed. I know it's ridiculous, but games really do it. Square Enix really put a price on that. So I'm glad this game didn't copy that. Next, let's talk about heroes again. I want to say that the maximum you can transcend them to is 6 stars, meaning to repeat pulling 6 heroes. And I must say, because it's easier to pull heroes in this game, because you can like click on them and focus on them, I think this 6-star is kinder than games like Fire Emblem Heroes, where you're supposed to randomly pull 10 heroes. And although Fire Emblem Heroes like allows you to focus on the faction, not the faction but the type of like element, this game goes further and lets you focus just on the hero. So again, I think this game is fairer. Of course, this game does have other things such as the awakening, which takes a longer time, but over time you can make it. So you just go for it over time. So again, I'm so impressed. Next up, I want to say not only can you get 2 free heroes per day through pulling, you can also get 2 free items, weapons as well. So you can also do that in shop. But I also want to go further. I want to tell you that you can also, by watching 10 ads a day, you can get up to 200 gems. 200 gems can pull 4 heroes, or it can give you 8 weapons. Very, very impressive indeed. Now, the settings for farming in this game are interesting, because if your weapons store up, you have the opportunity to sell your weapons while the game autoplays. Again, that is great because the game doesn't stop playing automatically, so it doesn't mean you have to go to your item shop and pay gems to make it larger, to expand it. You can actually sell the weapons and continue farming and leave the game to just keep playing by itself. I like that very much, and I wish every other game could learn from that. Next, did I tell you? Oh, of course I did, about the coupon codes, about temples for 500, about the 200, up to 200 gems per day. But I missed out also, there are daily quests you can do that can give you money and more gems as well, up to 45 extra a day as well. And you can get gems by completing the arena per week. And actually you do sometimes get extra coupon codes, and every time the game updates you do get another bunch of gems, I think 200. Now, another nice thing about the pulling system, the gacha system, is that the rotations change by 8 times. They will change so the focus hero will change. You'll get 8 new ones every week, so you don't need to like use up your gems, use up 100 to change 3 every time. You can just wait every week, and eventually the hero you want will come, and then you can focus on it. Excellent. Better than just doing a normal summon. Next, there are guilds in this game, and when you join a guild you can also chat with them, so you can do some communication, and there is an in-game chat as you can see in the top right. So if you do have problems you can chat with people, and also this game does have a Discord, and so if you want you can just write in the comments and I can give you the Discord, and then you can find out all the information that you need to know. Another point is I would like to say that this game, I don't feel much stress from this game. I just feel I can go anywhere I want at my own pace.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
If I want to team up with people to do like guild sieges, I can. If I don't want to, I don't have to. Like, there's a good feeling here that, you know, you can go at your own speed, and actually I want to go faster in this game. I want to do better. I really enjoy it in some respects. For me, I take it to an esports level, but for other people you can still enjoy it at a leisurely pace. You never feel like you're behind. Well, you kind of do, but you don't. Depends who you compare to. Other quick additional points is that there's a formation system, as you can see here. This is called the magic formation. There are 6 different formation systems, which is cool because you have some variety in terms of how you structure your characters, how you're going to put them in a fight. And also I need to add that money becomes difficult later on to get, but thank goodness, things like the transcension, when you transcend someone, when you upgrade their stars, thank God, that part is free. Finally, some other important points that make this game very interesting for me is that there are special double EXP, special double money times every day during the week, and on the weekend it's completely double money, double EXP, so you can like farm the game and you can get double bonuses. I like that. And again, the pulling rate at 80% is unbelievable. I think that is great. That makes me feel happy because you also have a pity break system to back you up. Next is that I'm doing YouTubes daily on this, so well, as often as I can. So I think this is also a good opportunity to ask you, if you want to get involved more, please subscribe, please write in the comments. That will really help, and then you can gain more information. Just tell me what you're looking for and in the game, and I'll try and help you to get there. Next up, if you're spending money in this game, if you're a beginner, the packs are actually pretty good, especially the packs that say like 30 times more or anything. I would say anything above 10 or whatever. Those beginner packs are definitely worth purchasing, and yeah, definitely good value. So sometimes good value packs come up, so please, yeah, look into that. If you want to put some money in, these packs are really a good price. Finally, I want to say that this is probably the first game in a long time that I've actually decided to make some purchases, to actually spend some real cash on. So for me, that's a big thing, because I don't usually buy these things, because I think, you know, you could buy a whole PC game, you could buy like, you know, console games for nearly the same price as what people put into mobile games. I don't spend a lot on this game, but I like literally like $1 a day, and I enjoy doing it because I want to give to the developers, because I think the Eternal Pass provides a good award. I think the price is quite fair there. Not everywhere, mind you. Not everywhere. Definitely not. And the other point I want to say is that it's not just about these nice mini purchases, but the arena as well. Sometimes in the arena when you play, sometimes you'll find that people don't know how to do their defense properly, so sometimes you find you can have a breeze, you can go through the arena just easily, and it's quite nice because at the end of the week you can gain quite a high ranking quite quickly, and with that you can get lots of gems. Again, very nice to use the gems and pull new heroes and upgrade and transcend. So I like that the arena can be quite easy if you're a beginner. Thank you everyone for getting to the end of this video. It really means a lot to me, you know, and if you want to know more about like the disadvantages of the game, the next video I'll be talking about that, any problems that I have with the game. But hopefully, from what you've heard already, hopefully if you've never played the game before, please give it a go, see what you think about it, because it really is a good game to play. Okay, so yeah, if you need any help or anything, just please try and write in the comments and try and get back to you. All the best, and yeah, thank you. Subscribe to Club Wisdom 8. All the best.